Coach, it's another big week on the calendar for you guys. You head to the Armory in New York City for one of the biggest indoor meets of the season. Before we talk about that, though, you hit another premier event last week in Arkansas, and a lot of really good performances. A lot of kids who scored and a lot of new PRs. How excited are you to see what your team was able to accomplish in Fayetteville last week?
Wow, it was a great meet, and just to be in an invitational like that with the top teams in the country, and for our kids to step up and compete at a very high level, it tells us something about them, but it also tells us a great deal about this country and the sport. Sports is in tremendously good shape. When you have collegiate kids running the fourth fastest time in the mile relay, as A&M did, ever in the history of the sport, it lets you know that the sport is in good hands. And when you have things happening that we saw there like that, and the way they ran the DMR the first day, how incredible that was when you had three kids on the end of it of the mile that go 3:59, and 4 flat. Just to be in the arena. And so then for our kids to step up to the plate and Ruby get a good jump off, and Tasha get a good jump with a lot of great fouls that look like she can contest to be one of the top 2 or 3 in the country. Those things, and to see Ty come back and jump 6'11". It wasn't 7'1", but he was in the meat of the battle of the top guys in the country with the kid from last year's defending national champion in the high jump, and then a newcomer that's the junior champion from Jamaica. And then for him to get 4th in that event with those kind of guys, it's a lot of stress to be in that kind of atmosphere. And so we had kids step up, and TT probably a huge performance to be in the heat with the defending national champion, and guys that beat him at the NCAA championship last year indoors. For him to compete with them and win that event, get second in that event, was phenomenal. So and get a personal best, and so those are things that we saw in our kids, and that some of them, and we found out some different things about others. And they found out, as we said, they will find out about themselves. Hard work it's good as long as you're doing hard work. Not just working hard. You got to work hard at hard work. And so that's some of our kids come back, and we had meetings, and they see that they got some more work to do, even though they think they're working hard. They're working hard at things they like to work at, and they got to learn how to work hard at things that are uncomfortable.
Got a big group going to New York City this weekend. Got some events that you either haven't ran in a while or maybe haven't done this season. You got the 4x2 going on the men's and the women's side, distance medley relay on the women's side. When you compete in those more unique events that you haven't competed in, I know there's also some going in the 500 meters as well, which is not a scoring event in NCAA's. So when you go in those sort of unique events, what is it that you hope that your kids get out of that this weekend in New York City?
Well, New York City is another preparation for a scored meet. The SEC scored last week. The meet was scored there in Arkansas, and for us to finish in the top half, we go again this time. It's going to be Arkansas women again, and it's going to be Ohio State, both men and women. It'll be Arizona's, both men and women, and so with those kind of teams showing up, we would try to finish as high as we possibly can in that meet, and so our kids get a new look and get some people from a different region of the country, and but still have some SEC in the middle of it. So it's a scored meet. We finished in the top 3 at that meet last year, and we're trying to go there to do that.